Yo guys, welcome to our video today. It's Africa again. It's very hot actually in Africa. It's an evening, Saturday evening. As you can see to the other side there, that's a mountain with a hill to the other side. Beautiful sunny in Africa. It's really hot. The time is around 2 p.m. Actually, this concrete here, which we use for building here, that's what you normally use. Our gooseberries here, as you can see, very important. I want to welcome you to our video. And our gooseberries here, as you can see, that's one of it there, very ready for eating. The gooseberries, I don't know if they are available in your place, but that's a plant for the gooseberries for those of us who don't know. And if you have not seen it, I've shared several videos over the same. You can kindly check on them. These are mature ones. These are the almost maturing one here also, as you can see. Yeah, we have some passion fruits here. That's how passion fruits plant looks. That is, in the next few days it's going to mature and grow to that size here, so that we can check them. Guys, welcome to our video today. It's a beautiful afternoon, very hot sun there, but I can see clouds to the other side. Don't know if you can see. It's almost going to rain today. Last night it rained a lot, and we really enjoyed. Even the trees here are enjoyed the rain, because normally this January thing has extended to the February month here, but the trees, as you can see, even the leaves, they are enjoying the sun there, as you can have a look. Yeah, so, and also these are plants, the berry plants there, as you can see. They really enjoying actually the kind of rain which rained yesterday, and we thank God for it. I don't know how you appreciate when it rains in your place, but for us, we believe it's God who provides the rain, as the evidenced by the plants even there, as you can have a look, guys. Yeah, hope you enjoy that. Those are our ornamental flowers there. Yeah, we're going. Yes, you can see even the trees there. They really enjoy. It rained once, but the ground is looking very wet there, and also that's are beautiful flowers there. Beautiful tree there, as you can see. Yes, beautiful tree, as you can see from below. Yes, let me know how you find out the videos to be. Yeah, so we have even overhead from there. You can have a look and see how that's passion fruit there. These are the plants there. Guys, hope you enjoy. I normally enjoy such kind of views. Sorry for the sun, it's very hot there, but we get to enjoy such kind of environment, and it's very important that we enjoy such kind of environment. Yeah, the normal gooseberries there, so you can have a look. It's a weekend, and we want to enjoy such kind of environment. Yes guys, welcome to our video, and kindly, for those who have not subscribed to our videos and also to our channel, now the sugarcane is really growing a lot there, as you can see. Those are sugarcane plants. Those are the leaves, as you can see, guys, there. Very important. So guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly, I want to encourage you to subscribe, so that you get to enjoy such great views. This is how we hang clothes here in Africa. Actually, this sun also helps us to dry the. We don't have machines to do the washing and dry the clothes. Normally, we do it the African way in this place. Yeah, in other house homes, they have it, but that's what we have for us. That's what we have for hanging and also for the washing. Yeah, that tree is almost growing there. So guys, welcome to our video. Today I want to talk about something very important. In the processes of life, guys, I don't know how you always take it, but I want to give my view on some issue which is very important in our lives, and that is how life moves on. Actually, in the background there, those are the trees there. Our solar here, solar lights. The light is down here. So actually, it is charging now since the sun is very hot now, so that that one can give us light in the night through that panel up there. So life is very interesting and very important, and normally we have I don't know how about your belief, but in my belief, we believe someone is born, somebody, the other things can happen in life, like somebody may die before even marrying, but normally it happens. You are born, you get circumcised, you get married, you get the kids, and at some point in the normal process of life, you get to die. In my previous video, I shared about a professor who died the other day, and today, being a Saturday, is the day that professor is being buried, and it's not someone else. One of the very special person who has done a good job here in country called Kenya. Kenya is in East Africa. So that's why I'm projecting this video from. So that guy has done a good a good job, as you can see, or from our previous video. Sorry, I was moving to the other side. So he has really done a good job from what we shared on the previous video, and that is I shared a video on about a professor. Actually, that's a purple plant there. Yeah. So the one which was here, we actually picked it yesterday. So we are remaining with this one here. It's almost also maturing. So when it turns a color, that's how purple plant looks, guys. Very important. So that's what we get to eat here in Africa. So that's a purple plant. Looks really small, as you can see. I can do my hand with this here, but you can see how heavy it carries this one, looking like a boob here. But so female, so health, very natural. We don't put any fertilizers here or chemicals. So that's what we have here, and also take here in Africa. So our the male side of the plant is there, which pollinates this female here, so that it gets to get fertilized on the pollination process. If you don't know pollination, you can read about it. It's really important for you to know about how the plants get the fruits through that process of pollination. So the professor is being buried today, and actually at a time like this, that's when here in Africa an adult gets buried. So it's very important that we share about him, our famous water plant here, guys. You can see. So that's our water plant. Also, those are the fruits there, as you can see, are actually maturing, and we are really eating them. Guava plants are very important to us because they're a form of food, and we love we always love them very much. So uh, our professor today is being buried at his home. So there's something I've been watching. Sorry guys, that's actually a vehicle passing to the other side there. We live near the road, and such sounds comes from the road. So the professor here is being buried today in Africa. So something came out which is very important, and also I feel that I should share over the same, and that is the perspective of the wife and also the perspective of his son. He had only one son, and something has come out very clearly. The family calls itself, it's a family of professor. Actually, they don't call them, but they deserve to be called the professor. Actually, those are the clouds there. You can see, guys, those clouds, when they change the color, they're going to bring us rain, and that is what we want. A time like this in Africa, it's like it's almost a planting season. So when it rains like twice, thrice, I told you it rained yesterday night. But when if it rains today and also rains tomorrow, you get people to their gardens and also the champers to prepare their gardens like this. So they get to dig it, prepare it for planting, because most of the time we do corn. That's actually where we got corn from. So we get that corn from there. After we uproot it, we uproot this year. So we prepare our gardens like this, and also we get to plant now new corn, or what you want to plant, or food, whichever one wants to do. So from the perspective of what we are getting from the family, uh, uh, in this video I will share later what the wife talked about, and also what the son talked about. But I always believe, and what I've seen is that it's very important for people to get educated, and also, like Magoha had only one son, had one wife, and it's common here in Africa when, like, if you are a rich person like the Magoha's class, you get to have very many women and also have many sons and daughters who fight for your wealth when you are dead. But in this one, I've not seen that one in the family, and actually the son and the wife have presented the family very well, and according to the what we are told about the will of the father, I think whatever he wanted has happened in his family. So guys, I'm going to share the video, and I would like also you to give the comments and also share your sentiments over this family, and also uh, over this family of professors. So I want to encourage and also challenge for those young people, and also even the older people, on matters education. Education is a very important thing, and like this guy had this Magoha guy, he performed very well in his work, but I come to analyze and say that it came from his level of education. He was a medical doctor, he was a surgeon, he was a lecturer in medical school in various universities, including in Nigeria, because he married from Nigeria, from a family of professors. I think he...
Afternoon, everybody. Hi. Um, yeah, I know it's a surprise for all of us, some more than others, but don't look so somber. He would want us to celebrate, and you know he always likes to be early for everything, so we didn't know it included his death, but you know, we keep moving. I really wondered what I'm supposed to do, because I'm supposed to give a tribute, which means to express your feelings, and I personally find it a bit strange, because how do you condense your entire life into 10, 15 minutes with someone? Sometimes it feels a bit insulting, but what would he want? And I've had the chance of writing a few speeches for him. He never read them. He just got the talking points. And he would say I should just speak from my heart and just to be honest. And then the second thing that hit me is, who am I talking to? There are people way above my pay grade. I will never understand what you do. There's my family over there. Hi, guys. All three of them, tuko pamoja. They're friends and family. And then I realized one simple thing. There's one job where I'm the only person who's actually qualified to talk about, and I didn't have to work for this job, and that's being his son. And in keeping with his memory, because we all have to celebrate. Don't worry, relax, relax. I'll explain what it meant to be his son. A couple of things people don't realize. All through my life, if I ever needed my dad, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I'm okay. He would want me to do this alone. He was available. It didn't matter if he was a surgeon, if he was a cabinet secretary. And that's because he believed in family. And it was always the same. One phone call. If he can talk, he talks immediately. If he can't talk, immediately he finishes, he would come to me. And that's for 38 years of my life. And it's funny, I'm happy people touched upon it, because I used to get the usual questions of, how is it being raised by this Kali person, etc. I never saw that person. I'm same with my mom. That's why I really love this picture. This is all I saw. He just smiled, and to put it very simply, he always just kept it very simple. Just, they kept telling me all the time, I don't know if they even realize this, all they said is just do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. It's that simple. And that's all he did. And it's great watching him over time. Everybody always talks about his successes. But I'm blessed because I got to see when he failed. And I realized everybody forgets when he failed. Because I saw how he reacted. And what hits me more, if I feel like that, the person who knows a lot more is my mom. Because as I have a child now, by the time it reaches your child, it's really stressing you. Do you know what I mean? It's stressing you. And I'm grateful for that. So I won't take too much time. The person who needs to take the most time is the person who spent the most time with him. But I'll just say 3 things that I hope everybody can take away. Number 1, family is the most important thing. You never know when you have time. He knew it. He gave me time. And he always did what he was supposed to do. A CS who still gave lectures at the university because, yes, my name is there. There was never pomp or ceremony. The funny thing is he never looked for any of the officers. All he ever did was what he was supposed to do. And if he saw that there was something that was wrong, he just continued. If the office looked ugly, he's like, this office has to be revamped. Where do I get money? If there are too few doctors, how do we organize doctors? And then pop, pop, pop. And whenever he got an office, the other thing I remember is he was always waiting to retire. He was waiting to leave. The discussions were, what's going to happen when I leave the university? Next he's appointed somewhere. Next he's appointed somewhere else. And that makes me feel strange because I spoke to him, well, I was with him all through. But when I was talking to him before, I was really talking to him about, sorry, there's too much on my mind. We share several offices, so that's a very strange thing. And we have the same name, so every now and then I get a text that's meant for him, which I thought was very funny. And since we're always honest to each other, I thought that was just, it was quite funny that I could always see where he was going and how he was trying to take care of me, or what he was struggling with, or how he hid it. I could go on and on because it's 36 years, but 2 stories come to mind. One was we were sitting with him in the house. I was struggling with something, and I came to him, and he reminded me a story which I completely forgot. I was just in high school. I was in boarding, and you know how children now, you compare yourself to other children. So I had clothes, but I didn't have the cool clothes that all the other children were wearing, and they had many of them. And I remember telling him, Dad, can I get more of this? Then he just smiled. He's like, just go up to your room, put the clothes that you have. Then he gave me some time. Then when I went there, we're talking about tracksuits, because that was the cool thing at the time. I had 2 of them and 2 pairs of shoes. I was like, everybody had like 5. So he's like, do your friends have these? I'm like, no. Do your friends have these shoes? He's like, no. But it's like, but they have many. Cindy? I'm like, yes. So he started laughing, and that's actually what I miss, his laugh. And it was really heavy. Then I was wondering, why are you laughing? And then he said, what you do is tomorrow, you go to school, you tell all those friends who have all those clothes, ask them why they're wasting so much money buying so many clothes, that they should look to you who only has 2 that are lasting for this long, and you go and tell them this exact thing. I'm sorry that you have to do so much for other people, but look at me, I'm the standard. So if you have these, then you're okay. So those are small things I think about. He made me realize, stop comparing, just do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. It's that simple. Everybody makes it seem so hard. But if you tell somebody the truth, they won't be happy. But if you're doing it properly, that's it. Trust in God. The same quote that's in one of our desks, for the Lord did not give us a spirit of fear, but of faith, hope, love, and sound mind. And that's what my dad is. He was always hope. And that will continue. I think, like I keep saying, I can just keep on going. But the last one, this one goes to everybody. Towards the end, one quick note, I have to say this for the doctors. How many professors do you know that most of their mentees are professors? You know, it's a small thing. If you're in medicine, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those are the people who came to support and help me. Always his mentees, he spent time with them. Every one of them has an individual relationship, a lunch, a coffee, a phone call, a funeral, a wedding. And that's what impresses me, because that takes time. It takes time to be human and spend time with people. That's one thing we're all missing. So forget pomp, ceremony, anything. Spend time with people. That's what he would want you to remember. Talk to the person next to you. Find out what's going on with their children. Just spend time with them. And he kept telling me this thing. If there's somebody behind you, somebody stands behind you, what do? You protect them. If somebody stands beside you, regardless of what they believe, their creed, their politics, anything, if they have decided to stand beside you, you respect them. It's literally that simple. And the last one, which he told me, if anybody stands in front of you to push you back, then it's fine. You smile and you look at the people beside you and behind you, and you show them the strength that you have now. So with that, and you trust in God, you'll be okay. So if we all do that, I think we can all be better. We can honor his memory. It's good he did all of those things, but he only reached there because he kept it simple. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Thank all of you for coming to spend time and see my dad rest and spend time with the family. We'll still be here. Hopefully we'll become friends. Regardless of wherever you are still who you are. So God bless you all. Thank you.
Well spoken, Michael. We're coming to the end now, and Dr. Odudu Barbara Magoha, may I request that...
Your Excellency, the fourth President of Kenya, Mr. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, the clergy, all other protocols observed. Fellow mourners, welcome to the home of professors. First of all, I want to apologize to the Wananchi about what happened yesterday when there was a little fracas when I went into the home. Some people don't know that it's a Luo custom that when the widow opens the gate, the mourners are allowed to enter and mourn. So the gates were closed, and I could understand the pain of the mourners. And I'm extremely sorry for that. My husband was a classy man, and I hope that today that mantle will fall on the same people who came to mourn yesterday, that they will now continue in that same fashion of being classy because they stopped being rowdy. And as we go to inter my husband this afternoon, please come home, sit down and mourn, but please let it be in a classy fashion. no rowdiness. I really appreciate that. And as you know, the interment sites cannot accommodate all of us, but the field can accommodate. So please, 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 let it be the inner Magoha family. We are so many. In Africa, we don't count children, but the Magohas are huge enough to feel where the gravesite will be. And I will crave your indulgence to please allow the Magohas pay their last respects to their father, their second father, a friend, and a confidant. Sorry, I have to go through because I need to make certain facts clear. Some cultures are good, and some things we have to emulate. And there are others, as time goes by, we'll have to give up. There's a saying in my language that says, if nobody gives you advice, look around and advise yourself. That's the only way you can grow. People were upset, some astonished that I did not wail and cry to enter the home. Sorry to let you down. My new position in the family does not give me such privilege to do public display of emotions. I'm a Nigerian. I was born a Nigerian. I'll be buried a Kenyan. In between, I'm a Malian. I mourned my husband the Nigerian way, because when you are in distress, you go back to the womb, and the first language was my Anna. I mourned him in my own way. I did my songs of lamentation in church, at the hospital. Now, according to our custom, I had to mourn my husband in two ways. My husband was more than 70 years, the number of years that the good Lord has allocated to us. So from there, the farther away you are from 70, the more the rejoicing. It's not tears. Please celebrate with my husband. I brought him home as the custom. As the new head of the home, I had to welcome him and receive his blessings. They say dead men, they see and they hear. And he heard me, he saw me. They say my husband does not smile, but everybody who has seen him knows that that's a smiling face that has left the world. And that's what I want people to remember. He smiled that he gave hope to the hopeless. It's not the certificates. It's not who he was, but what he gave. People wondered what gave him strength. When he had a Kikuyu woman holding his hands and praying, a Kalenjin holding his hands and praying, and all he's asking is, what is he saying? They're saying, God bless you. Okay. And he would stop whatever he was doing to receive those prayers. Those were the things that gave him courage. Those were the things that gave him strength. He didn't have to take multivite for them. That was just his multivite. And I remember during COVID, That was the most trying time for our family, a family of doctors. And I told him, if this is the way you are supposed to go, there's nothing anybody can do about it. You can't sit down and mourn because it's COVID, you can't do your work. You're afraid to die. Cowards die many times before their death. And we were prepared as a family, whatever comes in the course of duty. God saved him. He went through that. He took all the precautions though. But if it was his time, he wouldn't have made it. So for me, I've accepted he's gone. And I've accepted that I can take over the new role that he has given me. In his life, he was governed by the 3 pillars. His God that made him, Starehe that molded him, and the medical world that shaped him. And that is why the 3 have played a vital role in sending him off. And I'm extremely grateful for the 3 who have accompanied us until the last day. As a wife, I supported him in so many ways. But one thing I like to say is that as a Calabar woman, I never let him down. He ate my food until the last day. For 40 good years, nobody else ate my husband's food. I cooked with all the, I'm so busy, but whether I'm in the country or not, it was my food that he ate. So on a parting shot,